Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of the Inter Milan career mode on FIFA 19. As was the vote, 2 votes actually in the last episode, I have added extra, more difficult sliders to the series now. We had a vote about 3 episodes ago and you guys were okay with it staying as is. Then a couple of days later we went and beat Juventus by 4 goals to 0 away from home. So I think it's time we put some sliders on this series. So I'm using the ones that I used last year on FIFA 18 with the Southampton series, the Leverkusen series and the Fulham series. And we'll see if this makes a difference. If not, I might have to go slightly more harsh and maybe ask Gianni for some advice. Advice and guidance in 2 words rather than trying to fit them all in one. So shot errors down to 35, pass errors down to 15, goalkeeper abilities up to 60, run frequencies up to 60, and first touch control error is down to 30. So we have made the save and the gameplay more difficult now. Also, you guys voted on whether we should or should not sign Adrien Rabiot on a free. And the overwhelming response there was about 88% saying yes. So I shall try and get Rabiot on a free. Rabiot, not Tabio, I believe, as I put in the vote, as I mistyped. And also, it seems quite popular, the idea to go through with the in real life signing that Inter have done and sign Diego Godin on a free contract. So I will try and do that if I have enough money left over after I've signed Alex Telles and gotten Adrien Rabiot on a free. I'm not sure that there's anyone left in the starting 11 or the squad at present that I'd be willing to let go to fund further deals, or if I needed a little bit extra money. And Huijsen's certainly going nowhere. Let me have a quick look. I want to get my business done early in today's episode, so I'm going to get the transfers done as soon as possible before we play any more games. Ranocchia is a player I would certainly consider letting go, so we'll transfer list him as well. I didn't want to back out there, to be completely honest. Miranda's banned, annoyingly. Let's see. Dalbert, no. Quadrasmo, can I sell him? No. Now, no. I'm going to have to wait till next season to sell him, but that's fine. Vicino's up. Is it Vicino or Vicino? Let me know in the comment section down below. Gagliardini's up 1. Anyone else I really want to... Oh, Politano's grown up 1 as well, which is good. We are contemplating signing him permanently. There were some calls, actually, for Jan Karamo to be used next season. So I will certainly do that. We'll train him. I'm now training a number of the youngsters as well. Juan Mario's a player we could consider selling, but he's growing okay. Lautaro Martinez obviously injured now for about 6 weeks, and Mario Icardi is going to have a lot of work to do. But thankfully, the period that Martinez is injured in, fixtures aren't coming that regularly, so we can deal with it. We've got Dortmund in the next round, the first knockout round of the Champions League. That's not going to be easy. I was hoping for an easier draw than that, or a more straightforward draw. Right, let's go and get some transfer business done, shall we? Let's get Alex Telles in if we can. 34 to 48 million is what they reckon I'll have to pay. I'm quite happy to pay 34, but if I can get him, I'm quite happy to pay up to about 40, I would have thought. But if I can get him for a little bit cheaper, I shall. We shall try offer exactly his valuation and see where they will go from there. 41.2, so we can certainly bring them down from there. Let's try 31.2. I've actually gone up quite a bit there. So no, they're still adequate. 41.2. I'm actually going to come down a bit from where I literally just went, just to try and say, put across the issue, or put across the point, be like, look, don't want to pay 41. I'm going to play hardball because I've got other deals I want to get done. Because he's probably going to want at least a decent whack, transfer-wise, or wage-wise even. Ranocchia's come in, or Bordeaux, sorry, have come in with a bid for Ranocchia of 6.7 million, which I shall accept. And they've counted 33.7. I will accept that. Coming down from 41.2 to 33.7, I'll meet you halfway. What's he on? 20,000 at Porto. Could probably get away with offering him about 50, to be completely honest. I'll say important. If he wants Crucial, he can have it, but I'm hoping that he'll accept important, because it might mean that we could get him on less wage-wise if he thinks he's not as important a player. Like, obviously, if you say Crucial, he's going to be like, well, I I deserve higher wages. Give me an idea of what you want. 62. Okay, that is okay. I shall offer you 50. I said I'd be quite happy to give you 50. We'll see whether they'll negotiate from there. 62 again. I mean, that's fine. That still leaves us plenty of money to go out and get Rabiot and Godin, I would have thought. 59. Yep, you can have that, Alex. Welcome to the club. Alex Telles is in. Looking forward to using him for a considerable period of time. Obviously, we used him briefly in the Achieve and Leave, but I'm very much looking forward to actually getting some decent playtime out of him now. So Asamoah will be looked to be sold. Asamoah we will look to sell next season. Martinez is going to have to come off the bench briefly because he can't play because he's unfit, but Balde Keita can play at striker, and to be fair, Mauro Icardi should be good enough. And to be fair, Mauro Icardi's grown up to 88 now. I'm hoping, there were a couple of calls to maybe be selling him, but I'm hoping that Mauro Icardi, as he starts to grow, will become good enough to warrant staying at the club. Obviously, we signed him in the Achieve and Leave at Chelsea, and he was really good for me, but I perhaps need a little bit more out of him than they have gotten so far in this save. In played games, in simulated games, he's banging them in. In played games, not quite so much. Right, what do you want? You said about 105. So, with the... Okay, you'll accept that. Great. The executive said maybe offer him 105. That's fine. Diego Godin is on 105. So, we'll see what he wants. They might... I didn't actually check and see... he'll probably want Crucial, yeah. I didn't actually check and see what it recommended to offer him there. I might offer him slight wage decrease. Quite happy to offer him 3 years, that's fine. A release clause, that's fine. And give me an idea of salary. No, nothing. Okay. I'm just going to say 80k. We'll see if he'll take a cut. He's willing to take a wage cut. That's good news. I'm very pleased with that. And he's in. That's superb. Godin and Rabiot will join us next season, and we've got a decent whack of money here that we can take over into the next season, because there's not really enough there to really improve on any other position. But that will give us a decent boost to next season's transfer budget, when we are going to be looking to replace the loanees that we've got, the multiple loanees that we've got at the club right now. Balde Keita, Vasalco, Politano. All of those players are going to need to be replaced. To be fair, I might even look to sign Politano and Vasalco, but I'm going to need the money to do that. So getting extra money this way, or saving money from this season to take it over, is a good idea as far as I'm concerned. We will play... Nokia's sold as well, that's good news. Some extra money in. Now, we'll play 2 games today because we're in the transfer window. One of them will be Cagliari in the round of 16 of the Cup. And I think I'm going to play Torino as well in the other game, because they're the side that are closest to us in the league. So we shall simulate this one away from home against Chievo. And then hopefully still get the victory through the fact that our squad is stronger. 10 minutes into his debut, Alex Telles has a goal. Well, that's wonderful. If he can do that in the first played game in the Cup as well, that'd be great. I'd love to win the Coppa Italia this season if we possibly can. Rajan Angolan getting a second. I don't think we're strong enough to win the Champions League at present, so if I can win the Coppa Italia this season, then we can go all out for the Champions League next season and not really worry too much about the domestic cup competition, provided that the board aren't absolutely adamant that they want to win it the next year as well. We'll be able to train quickly here too. And then we'll head into the game against Cagliari. So I shall see you there. Perisic into Fernandez. There's Rajan Angolan. Space on the right hand side, although that was a very poor pass. Kieran Tierney playing at left back for Cagliari. Work that inside. This is going to be the first game that we've played with the new sliders. Or the new/old sliders, because they're the same ones I've used. Oh, Raja! What a strike! They're the same sliders I used last year on career mode with the 3 series. I don't care whether I've upped the goalkeeper difficulty to 60. That was one hell of a strike from Rajan Angolan. Goalkeeper ability could be at 100. They still don't keep that out. He's put his foot straight through that. He's not done that enough for me this season, Raja, but that is unstoppable. What a start to the Coppa Italia. Cigarini to Pavoletti. Cross that wide here to Kieran Tierney. Into Pavoletti again. Birsa. Tierney. Good stand it up into the middle. Good tackle by Stefan Tafrai. Needed that there. They were building dangerously. Oh, it's a lovely little flick. And Bruno Fernandes could get past Clavan here. Oh, it's a great tackle from the former Liverpool man. That is a superb stop. And Loreen has been able to turn. The defender there is De Vrij got out of position. Loreen wide of the target. Really good football from Cagliari. Not far away at all from getting themselves an equaliser. Corner for Cagliari in the 50th minute of the first half. Never mind. If they'd have scored then, I would have been absolutely furious. Now the referee will blow his half-time whistle, won't he? Is he going to? Yes. Bloody hell. Oh, what a tackle from Brozovic. That was outrageous technique. I'm not entirely too sure. I knew he could do that. Icardi. Get a little bit of space. Let the shot fly. Good save by Raphael. Just trying to find some space. That extra yard with Icardi to try and get the shots off, because he does have a very accurate finish on him. I just need to have the space to find that accurate finish, and then we should be able to get a second goal. Looking for the space again, and Raphael making a good save again. Lovely spin on it from Icardi. He has buried those on previous occasions. That's going to be headed away. We'll get to it first, though, quite comfortably. Alex Telles out to it. Inside there to Skriniar. I see Nangola making moves. And Nangola will look for Icardi here early. That took a deflection. It'll be another corner. Cagliari may have had the corner at the end of the first half, but we certainly are piling on the pressure at the beginning of the second. And Mauro Icardi does have his goal. Into 2. Cagliari 0. Lovely header from a corner. We're going through to the next final of the Coppa Italia. And this is the round of 16 as well, I believe. We enter the competition so very, very late. Just 4 games and we could win a trophy. Cigarini, Loreen again. Cigarini, Loreen. Oh, that burst of acceleration was good. He's found a teammate. Dario Serna with a delivery. De Vrij heads away. An hour played. 2-0 the lead. They still look for a goal, Cagliari. They've played well, to be fair. They've been decent, but so far not good enough. Oh, if I could have flicked that over Kieran Tierney, that would have been disgusting. Oh, you hit that well enough. Thankfully, Brozovic in the way. Birasa will take the corner. Looks like he's going to go short. No, he has whipped it in, and again we head it away. Again, I'll try and flick it over the defender with Icardi, and it doesn't work. Again, it's Kieran Tierney looking to try and find a teammate. Birasa, Tierney. Backing in well, finding himself some space. He'll lunge and get both man and ball. Another corner. Dario Serna's gone off for them now. I'm not going to be fooled. You're not going to take it short. There we go. Into the middle again. And again, headed away. Cagliari, though, really pushing hard to try and get themselves back in this tie. But unfortunately for them, I don't quite think they're going to have the quality. Militano. Nicely through there to Brozovic, on around the corner to Bruno Fernandes as well, and Icardi's in, and he's onside here. Mauro Icardi. In that situation, he will not miss. 3-0, Cagliari going out of the cup, but it's not been easy. All given away by both sides. 5 minutes to go here. Look at the white shirts flooding forward. Unfortunately for them, I was going to say, unfortunately for them, they haven't got the ball anymore. They then got it back, but now they haven't got the ball anymore. Mauro Icardi's on a hat-trick. Oh, it was supposed to be a simple pass behind the defender to Bruno Fernandes. Never mind. Here's Barella driving forward. In there to Pisciane. Decent delivery. Vasalko away. Oh, flicked away well. Pisciane again. Inside to Anderson. Strike. Unfortunately, it's too little too late for Cagliari, but it's nice to see that the AI have been more dangerous in this game. Certainly, Cagliari have played really well. They've been a lot more dangerous than Juventus were against me, that's for sure. Bruno Fernandes will help us kick off, but I'm sure the final whistle won't be long in going. Now, we are going to go through to the next round of the Coppa Italia, or the Coppa Nazionale as it is here on FIFA. But cheers, ref. But that was certainly a more difficult game. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure what the word is. Encouraged. I'm encouraged. Yeah, look at that. 8 shots, 4 on target for Cagliari, and more possession too. I'm encouraged by the way that the AI improved there. So hopefully when we come up against the bigger teams again, it will be more difficult. Inter smacked Parma by 5-0. Napoli through as well. I think it was Palermo actually. Napoli are through as well, and someone else. I read Parma as I was looking at the Juventus thing and just said Parma. And Hoyston a bid this time. Manchester City bid for him. Bournemouth a bid for him. We've had loan offers as well. Nada. He stays. We're 2 points clear at the top of Serie A. With whoa! That's so tempting. With the amount of money we have left. No. I'll do it next season. Let's sim Sassuolo at home. We'll keep João Mario for now. I don't want to completely gut the side immediately and bring in loads of new talent immediately. We want to stagger this out. You know, we don't want to just completely alter things. Because half the reason why you guys that are fairly new to the channel will have watched or want to watch an Inter series is because you like the players that are at Inter. I don't really want to go out and just remove literally 50% of the squad immediately because some of you got some favourite players that you want to see play here. As things stand, going to get a victory here against Sassuolo, and hopefully that will extend our lead at the top. I'm not sure if Juventus played on that match day. I don't know. Coppa Nazionale is up again. It's Udinese at the end of the month. So the game against Torino has been moved. Okay, well, it's still a second game of the episode. It's just that this one's going to be in the cup again. We'll change Van Hoyston this time, just did Dalbert. Right, Udinese next then.
To bring it back now.
Perisic. Nicely to Bruno Fernandes. Not the best of balls to Politano. Cheeky little flick. Love that. Bit of space, Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Icardi. Oh, I can't get there though. Defender does really well. Delasario to Badu. To Barak. Forward there to Lasagna. They're really coming forward with one hell of a move here, Udinese. That was really well put together. Thankfully, Handanovic was alive to the danger and got there. But Barak has won that header, and Lasagna could again cause us some problems. Alario to... Whoa, what a finish from Fofana. He squeezed that in the near post. Udinese, this wasn't part of the script. 1-0 up in the Coppa Nazionale quarter-final. Great run, and he's hit it first time on his left foot. I don't know if he's right or left-footed, Fofana. But he somehow squeezed that in the near post. Oh, that's a great finish. It starts outside the post and whips in. What a goal. Udinese 1, Inter 0. In there to Bruno Fernandes. Nangolan's made a good run. Got a lot of defenders back here, though. Just get it to Bruno Fernandes. Trying to bring it down. Shows some strength. Thankfully, locks onto the ball again. Wasn't sure whether he was going to there. Brozovic across to Alex Telles. Winded up for the shot. Kick it against the teammate. Rajan Nangolan. Winded up for the shot. Oh! And fire it wide this time. And the ball over the top. Good header by Vasalko. Politano inside there to Rajan Nangolan. And there's space across here for Brozovic. Icardi's made a good run. I am going to have to try and turn the defender here. He's done brilliantly, and the finish isn't there. Musso sorts his feet out and saves well. Udinese playing really well so far, keeping me out. Badu over the top looking for Jefferson Farfan. That's a blast from the past. How's that for a first time cross as well? Handanovic comes to punch. It will drop to Fofana. Badu forward to Barak. God, Udinese are so good. Lasagna, shot blocked by Vasalko. Nangolan can't get there, but thankfully D'Alessandro heads wide. This is why we up the sliders. This is one hell of a difficult game. Vasalko, forward to Politano. Good touch and turn. Got support. Look for Icardi first. Nangolan's going to run off him. Back to Icardi. We'll just try and find that top corner. Musso. What a leap. Great save. This hopefully now will be more of a realistic save. Obviously, we don't have the most incredible starting lineup here at Inter at this stage. We do have a number of quality players. Icardi, Handanovic, Nangolan, Bruno Fernandes, Ivan Perisic, etc. And then with Skriniar and Defree at the back. But it's certainly not the best side in the league, nor is it fully finished. So there's plenty of work that can be done to this team, and as such you would expect it not to be having the sort of season that we are right now in this save. We were very, very good in the Champions League, perhaps shouldn't have done as well as we did, and so far we haven't really had much of a hiccup in Serie A either. So that's why we made the decision to change the sliders. Otherwise, you know, this series would be pretty pointless. It's boring if I just end up winning everything in season number 1. That defeats the object of this entire save, doesn't it? Rebuilding into Milan. If with the team that's already there, you could just win everything anyway, then in theory they shouldn't need rebuilding. We're 1-0 down though at half-time here against Udinese, and we have to rebuild our Coppa Italia hopes. Lovely ball over the top, looking for Marius Wolf, who's come on at half-time here. Ooh, Landanovic came for that, and I wasn't sure whether that was the right decision or not, to be completely honest. Thankfully, come on, Ches. Thankfully, he did punch it well clear. I need to step up here. I've not been good enough in this second game. When we played the game against Cagliari and it went as well as it did, I was like, maybe I need to up the sliders even more. No. We can tell from this game here against Udinese that certainly everything is as difficult now as it should be, I hope. Perisic across there to Bruno Fernandes. They're defending in numbers now here. As you can see, look very hardly through that gap, but Marius Wolf is back in defence trying to cut that out. Can't get to that first either. Lasagna plays the 1-2. Here's Alario. Out wide to Lasagna again. Wait for a turn. Doesn't come. Vasalka will hack that away. Win that, Bruno. He hasn't. Marius Wolf again. Oh, the footwork from the man. Razan Angolan isn't strong enough to hold him off. Marius Wolf into Barak. To Wolf! Finish from Marius Wolf! 2-0 Udinese. We might well be going out at the Coppa Nazionale here. Lasagna turns so good. It's weird. You change the sliders and it's not even like just the shot power and goalkeeper ability that we've changed. Just the way that they play with the lower pass error is so much better. So much better. They play great football. You will already have been able to see a noticeable difference in the way that the AI play since changing those sliders. I don't know what I was doing with my wing back there. Thankfully, Alex Telles wins their header to save my blushes. Here's Fofana again. In there to Badu. Turns on it, hits Nangolan. Get that away there to Icardi. Still waiting for the changes to be made. Perisic around the corner there for Bruno Fernandes. Perisic, I needed just to make me a run through the middle, really. I'm going to have to go backwards, and by slowing the move down, they've been able to get some more men back in support here. It's a poor pass from Razan Angolan, and they need better from him in that situation. Oh, they're going to need better than that in that situation from Farfan, and I'll work it out wide here to Perisic. I've got people in the middle to aim for. We'll pull it back, looking for one of them, and can't quite find him. It's just not gone my way in this game. We're going to go out with the Coppa Nazionale. It's the easiest trophy to win this season. All it is 4 games. A round of 16, a quarter-final and a final. But it looks like we're only going to last 2. Most certainly now going out at the quarter-final stage of the Coppa Nazionale. Get that to Balde Keita. He'll find some space and pull it back to 2-1. There's seconds remaining. Is the comeback on? I'm going to go ultra attacking. Get everybody up the field. See what we can do. Don't blow your whistle, ref. Oh no, I needed that pass to reach its target. We're out of the Coppa Nazionale. Udinese with a 2-1 win at San Siro. And it was that extra shot on target that made the difference. Even though I've lost, I'm really encouraged. Like I mentioned at the end of the Cagliari game, even though we won that one, and even though I've lost this one, I'm very encouraged by the way that the AI has been playing since we made those changes to the sliders. This could liven up the series now. I think this might really bring the entertainment value back. We're at the end of the window now, as you can see. Cavani's moved to Inter, by the way, for 60 million. To Juventus for 60 million pounds. Timo Werner's gone to Real Madrid, and Milik has gone to Wolves. So some big transfers going through this window, and I would presume, judging by that there's been another one. Okay, it just took a big jump there. There must be a number of smaller deals that have gone through. It's taken another decent jump of about 35 million or so. Not expecting to do any more business personally. Everton have sold Idrissa Gana Gueye to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Sampdoria have beaten Napoli now. Obviously, I'll reject that. We drew with Sampdoria earlier in the season in a difficult game, although one of their goals did come from a mistake by myself. It's another forehead that's been sold. I really wish they'd patched that. 4 hours to go. We've got another bid come in. Who's it for? It's for Ivan Perisic from Leverkusen of £55.8 million. Next season, because of his age, I might have to sell Ivan Perisic. I'd rather not. I'd rather wait until perhaps season 3 before selling Perisic and wait until his stats start to drop. But it's definitely something we're going to have to consider in season 2. Another offer for João Mario that I will continue to reject. But it's nice to know that there is interest in him, so that when I do want to sell him next season, we should be able to get the bids in to do it. Right, let's see who's done what in the window. Atalanta have done a little bit. I'll mainly concentrate on the bigger teams. Bologna have done a bit. Cagliari have done a little bit. Barely anything done by Verona. Empoli have just dealt in free business. Fiorentina signed Amiens. Frosinone minimal. Genoa minimal. We've obviously spent 33.7 million and got Rabiot and Godin coming in on frees. Ranocchi has gone out. Juventus has signed Cavani and Koke. Koke's come in as well. They've sold Cuadrado. Not sure where he's gone. Alan Zagawev is in at Lazio as well as Egerstein, and Radu, Parolo, Wallace and Lulic out at Lazio. Vincent Kompany and Thomas Vermaelen joining AC Milan on free transfers next season. Aging centre-backs isn't really the way to go, I don't think. Milik, Husay and Younes out at Napoli, with Monreal, Wright Phillips and Van der Beek coming in. Interesting business by a number of sides here. Pedro and Iago Falque in at Roma. Spal doing minimal business. Sampdoria a little bit. Is that Schweinsteiger? Bastian Schweinsteiger and Milivojevic. Wow. Costa, Holtby and Walter in at Sassuolo. We have to keep an eye on them later in the save because they do tend to get some money, and Udinese have done minimal, but they didn't need to see me off in the Coppa Nazionale. So we're out of that domestic cup competition. Look at the current youth squad. 85 to 91 is growing well. Daniele Gordano. Marco Romano is also growing. I really need to add these guys into the finish. See, the finishing. For a striker, he should not have 49 finishing. That should be one of his stronger stats at the age of 16. Really frustrating. Greco we are training and he's growing nicely. Bauer is growing well. Schultz is also growing well. Lennart Falca is not necessarily growing well. Petkovic, promising for him. Brankovic, really promising for him. He's growing. He's being trained though, of course. I don't know what the thing is, I don't know where to train this guy as. What to train him as? A right back or a centre back? Because his dribbling's one of his better stats. His crossing's not amazing, but his pace is kind of in between. Like, he'd be relatively quick for a centre back, but not quite quick enough for a wing back. But he has the potential to be quite good. So his physical stats might grow. I'm torn. I don't really know what to do with a couple of those youngsters. That's a no for you. That's a maybe for you, Niels Falke. I've already got one Falke already. Maybe he's his brother. We've already got one Schultz as well. Apparently there aren't that many German names for the AI to generate. Rinaldi, that's a no for you. That's also a no for you. No. Definitely no. That's a no. That's certainly a no. And that is a no. Okay. Well, that's where we'll end it for today. We start with Bologna in tomorrow's episode. Although we also have Torino, Borussia Dortmund and Fiorentina too. So it's going to be a decision. In fact, it might just be home games simmed, away games played. Play Torino away, we'll play Dortmund, and then I'll probably play Fiorentina tomorrow. But for now, that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Happy Easter, by the way.